So, a little quick recap from part one of when I found out I had supposedly had MCAS. So I was in the co-op and I was trying to find foods that were high in quercetin because I knew that that was a mast cell stabilizer, along with a few others that I was having trouble with. So I was going to try to stick with the quercetin at that point. And I found fennel. I just chopped up the leaves and the stems and put them on some lettuce and ate it raw. Ultimately, I wound up just walking around with stems and the little dill-like leaves attached to them, and I just was chomping on them day and night. And it relieved things for me a great deal. I had, the histamine reactions are very painful in the whole body, and they do lead to that presentation with all of the weird potential anaphylactic results, etc. So, unfortunately, after chomping on it for however long, I don't know, weeks or days or whatever it was, I started to seem, like I was getting worse from it, like it was backfiring on me, and now I know that with MTHFR, certain mutations, you can't really do a whole lot of quercetin like that, so I was overdoing it, just desperate to relieve my symptoms. So, this was still years before I found neuroplasticity, and I was just fumbling in the dark with all kinds of incredibly troubling and terrifying symptoms. My legs shaking in the night, my whole body vibrating. The electrosensitivity came on, and I never thought anything could be more excruciating or terrifying. I know that I had to go through this struggle completely alone without any support. I didn't live with anybody at that point. I was just in agony, figuring out all the details I got from the Lyme diagnosis. And I think I got that like the day before my birthday in my early 40s. Um, I often wish that I'd found neuroplasticity and understood that it was my limbic system all along. The lifelong trauma, the narcissistic abuse, being a scapegoat in my family, then the medical trauma, of course, which was from birth as well. I know that I needed to have the struggle and I needed to do it alone, but I wouldn't wish it on anyone else. I made it through the only way I could have. Um, I couldn't take anything, so the only way that I could heal was neuroplasticity. Everyone always says it's an adjunct or something that you do later after you fix your gut, got rid of parasites, gone down all the rabbit holes. But I couldn't do any of that stuff in the state that I was in, and it was my final hope. It was all that I had left, and I put all my faith into it. I never expected it to take away all my symptoms, but it did, and I had myself back, better than ever, because I had been in fight or flight since I was in the womb. So that's basically my story, and it just let you know that you can supersede everything. You can feel better at 57 than you did at 27. And, if you're sick of being sick, this is what you need.